Do you have any idea why a MAGA dude attacked Chappelle's?
Quite often women overblow the risk. Like, I think the risk, like, statistically speaking, is really small.
What?
Especially if you take certain precautions. But there is
You
a risk.
fucking kidding me? I could go to my grave with that.
Like, if the only fruits we bought for the rest of our lives were blackberries, papayas, and oranges, I'd be like, okay. The tattoo is the initials of the Kardashian West children in age order and reads as KNSCP. We are live.
We are alive.
From Los Angeles, California, sitting on the throw that is draping over the lips chair. It's Jesse, Beba Batten, Lee, Varnum.
Oh, I love that. And the crowd goes wild. And the crowd goes wild. Ooh. We are live. I love my bangs. It's giving me Dutch boy right now.
That's for you.
Thank you.
I just thought I'd
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
go out of my way.
You know, I'm a moody baby button, and I appreciate all that you do to cheer me up.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's nice.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah, it's appreciated.
So I have a very pressing and important question for you.
Shoot, buddy.
What is so gosh darn funny about salad?
You know what? Every time I get a salad, I just start cracking up. I'm like, it's like an endless source of joy.
Is it?
Yeah, you didn't know that? All women laugh at salad. We think that salad is hilarious because that's all women like to eat, because that's all we think about is keeping nice slim figures for men. Yeah, so salad, it's great.
I didn't want more.
So for whatever reason, this salad video only comes in my left ear, but who cares? Let's check it out. This video is titled, sorry, the description in the video, rather. It says 2 guys, 1 microphone, 20 women, 20 salads.
Yeah, see, there's so many fucking stock photos of women smiling at salad.
Look at this first comment. Just when I thought YouTube... Hold on. Just when I thought YouTube couldn't get any weirder than it already is, I find this. I like that.
Yeah.
Through tears of joy to my eyes. They're alone because you don't win friends with salad. That's a Simpsons reference. You don't win friends with salad. You don't win friends with salad. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
It's good
I don't
stuff. Know. But anyway, I found this little gem and I figured I'd share it with you.
I think it's hilarious because a couple days ago, I was mentioning about, the phenomenon of stock photos of women smiling and laughing at their salads.
Right. How do you feel about putting a stop to gendering salad?
I'm here for it.
Or any lettuce for that matter.
I don't want any vegetable gendered. I want my vegetables genderless. Potatoes for the people.
So this is the company Organic Girl, which I actually like. I like their products.
Oh, I do, because they triple wash their greens, so they're ready to eat out of the container.
The problem that I have is that they're...
lettuce is love.
It appears that they're only trying to appeal to 50% of the population by calling it Organic Girl.
They want the ladies.
They want the ladies.
They want the girl bosses.
Right.
To know that they have got their back. And this salad is for them.
Right.
No boys allowed.
Right.
Also because, food is gendered. Like, meat and potatoes are for men and salads are for girls.
Right.
So yeah, it's very bizarre actually how we gender food in that way, because everybody should be eating vegetables, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody should be eating salad. That's a good thing. Not late night though. Should not eat raw veg close to bedtime. Does not.
You shouldn't eat
digest
raw
well.
veg after 4 o'clock because your body needs more time to process it.
Yeah, it's not gonna. It doesn't work out well.
Guess what I did?
What?
I ate raw veg at 7:30 p.m.
Ooh.
So I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we had in the fridge.
Oh, yeah, but that's delicious.
It's
I mean,
fucking
you're
delicious.
not supposed to, but I do it all the time. There's
Shout
a lot
out-
of things you're not supposed to do, and I do them anyways.
Shout out to Carousel Restaurant, Los Angeles, California.
Oh my God.
We love that place.
So fucking good. So fucking good.
Buttons,
Wattens.
can you present the weed that we're smoking tonight?
Yeah. We are smoking some cherry pie indica from Old Pal. Da 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 da.
Can you
We're your
actually
Old Pal.
Can you do a little ad, and I'm going to play the new background music that I made for the show? Do a little weed ad?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, go for it.
When I want to get stoned, I reach for my Old Pal. It's pre-ground cannabis, ready to roll, smooth flavor, 18% THC, cherry pie indica. Best enjoyed with your Old Pal.
There you go. Laugh at it like you would laugh at salad. There you go.
Oh my God!
Should I laugh with you?
Yeah. This salad makes me so happy. I've never been happy before because I'm a woman, but I had this salad and now I'm happy.
Oh,
Fun fact though, this salad does make me happy.
can we just briefly discuss that? Okay, we were at a comedy show last night. We don't need to talk about that. We don't even need to bring that up. I just want to address the audience. The laughter.
Okay, so we're not gonna. Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep it like very like under wraps.
Yeah,
hush,
let's
hush.
keep it under wraps.
But the laughers in the crowd.
The laughers in the crowd were insane.
It was really like I don't want to yuck somebody else's yum, but them yumming so loud at awkward times, it did feel weird. It was because like the one laugh was like a ha.
That was the guy next to me. Ha 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 ha. And then the person in front of you is like. Okay, you be that person. I'll be the dude next to me.
Okay.
Ha 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 ha.
Also, the bird call laugher also laughed at the parts that weren't jokes.
Okay, the audio's definitely be that person. I'll be the dude next to me.
Okay.
Turn it on.
Yeah. I'm trying. Oh, I can't.
Thanks for the torture.
It was a little taste of her own fucking medicine.
Yeah.
I can't stop it because you're screening. It's being shared. You know what I mean?
Oh, because we're
sharing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to some people that decided to follow our channel.
Fuck yeah.
They have really cool names.
Let's tell me their names.
Wizard Dolphin
Very tight.
and Zombie Trash.
Both very tight.
Love it.
Both very tight names. Shout out to Wizard Dolphin and Zombie Trash. Those are the kind of quality followers that we want.
I definitely concur.
Yeah, I like that.
So, that was the first time you ever heard my little interlude guy.
I really enjoyed it. I kind of want you to bring it back just so I could like vibe to it a little bit more.
I could use it as scene motherfucking topic transitions. I was gonna say scene transition, but it's more of like we're now done with this topic. Let's move on to the next topic. Maybe I can play a little snippet of it.
Yeah.
We'll give it a shot, So before the show, I traded my little nub of a joint for Jessie's fat joint that I rolled for her. Oh, did I not pack it tight enough? Is that why you're doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a big floppy.
I tried.
You tried. It's very fat. It is a big, nice, thick fatty. That is how I like them.
I know.
But I'm pumped. Yeah, I'm neurotic and nitpicky. I'm very thankful. Thank you, Shmoo, for the lovely joint. I like it. It was funny to make it do the little like limp dick thingy.
Are you neurotic to the bone? No doubt about it.
Yes. Well, actually, no. We did the big 5, remember? And I'm only somewhat neurotic. I don't remember the number.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come correct, my dear. You're gonna have to come to the table with some numbers before you be making statements.
Yes. That's my only response. Yes.
Yes. Affirmative.
Yes. Affirmative.
Okay. I found this article on The Atlantic. Why people pretend to talk to their dogs. And apparently there's a lot of research dollars that are pouring into this phenomenon, this phenomenological experience, baby.
Really? I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious why one would do that, right? Because dogs are cute.
Right.
And they don't speak our language.
Right.
And in general, we like to make voices for characters.
But we can also transmute our feelings, our emotions, our inner thoughts through the dog, through the cat, through the stuffed animal.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, I could do it with inanimate objects. I can anthropomorphize anything, baby. That doorknob over there looking mighty fucking good to me right now.
Here's a quote from the article. Quote, affecting a frame shift to a humorous key, buffering criticism, delivering praise, teaching values, resolving potential conflict. These are all reasons why we like to talk through our animals. Mm-hmm. And creating a family identity that includes the dogs as family members. So this is called ventriloquizing. That's the term.
Ventriloquizing?
Ventriloquizing.
Ventriloquizing.
Yeah.
I'd be ventriloquizing.
This woman, Kathleen, says, I eventually became afraid of the turtle because her partner started to get more judgy through the motherfucking stuffed animal.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, Mr. Turtles says you're getting chubby.
Yeah.
Mr. Turtles says, that dress doesn't look very good on you. Mr. Turtle says, wow, how are all these dishes in the sink still? Guess somebody was lazy. That's fucked up. That's so passive aggressive.
Yeah. She had to break up with him, according to the article.
I would too. I'd be like, fuck you and Mr. Turtles, all right?
Mr. Turtles.
And you're like, fuck you, man.
That's cute. I have a question for you on the topic of
ventriloquism.
Well, on the topic
or
of
salads.
No, chit chat. On the topic of chit chat and how it relates to animals and dogs specifically. If we have a dog. Yeah. And there's another person and then they have a dog, or they like that you have a dog. Mm-hmm. Do we really need to talk about dog stuff?
Like, do we need to talk like other dog people? When we meet other dog people, do we have to talk about our dogs?
Yeah, like, do we have to go into the conversation assuming the other person likes talking about pet stuff?
So this is a pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
But I'm pumped. A pet peeve. I love my dog. She's fucking cute. Cuter than shit. But I don't lead a conversation, right, and start talking about my dog unless somebody asks me, right? If somebody's like, how is Pudding doing? You know? Then I'm like, oh, let me show you some photos. Let's get into it. I'll tell you about my beautiful demon spawn. But I often, because I have a very cute dog, will be stopped by other humans that won't even be with their dog. It's one thing if you're with your dog, right? And you're like, oh, let them meet. So cute. But if you don't have your pet with you and you fucking stop me and talk to me about for like 10 minutes about your dog that you used to have.
Right. Yes. This is what I'm getting at.
That's the funny part too, because it'll be like a dog that doesn't even exist anymore. They'll be like, I had a dog when I was a kid that looked like that. And you'll be like, oh, that's cool. I don't mind this. It's not.
Keep it short, though.
Keep it short.
Keep it
like,
short.
If you say that, I'm like,
move
cool.
it along.
But then when you're like, yeah, his name was Billy, and we got him at a fair.
You know what it is? It's indulgent.
Yeah, it's very indulgent.
It's indulgent.
And they like go into the whole story of like how they got Billy at a state fair and how he used to love to chase squirrels around. And I'm like, yeah, like most fucking dogs. The fuck?
You know what's one shade worse, if not 2 or 3 shades worse?
What?
Than talking about dogs or
What?
cats or whatever?
Yeah, any animal. I don't want to.
Talking about your children. Whew.
Do you think that talking about children is worse than talking about animals?
I guess, well, talking about animals is more boring, but like when like all you can talk about are your kids and that's it?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. That's rough.
I mean, I don't know. Little kids can at least talk and like do more things.
Fair enough. Okay, maybe it's not 3 shades worse, but it's definitely...
It's on par.
Maybe it's on par. I would have to...
To me,
I have to reassess.
It's once again, it's read the fucking room.
Read the room.
Do I have kids? Do I have my kids playing with your kids at a park? Sure. Let's fucking talk about our kids.
Right.
But if you see that I am childless... and you see that I don't know you very well and we're strangers, like don't. Yeah,
but even like
tuck into
when
it.
you have kids and like you're hanging out with other people who have kids and like I don't know.
I would take that time of being parents that are away from my kids to talk about anything besides kids, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like, I don't know. I don't have kids, so I don't know what it's like.
Fair enough.
I have a dog though, and I don't talk to other people about my dog unless they ask. So it's just me. Also, my dog's really fucking cute, and so we get stopped all the time. So people could like be like, "Oh my god, your dog's so cute." So it's it's a blessing and a curse, right?
Mm-hmm. So when I told you about the Dave Chappelle story that broke, him getting attacked at the Hollywood Bowl on stage. Live in front of an audience. Your first reaction was, could be staged.
I feel like it could be hella staged. I feel like it could be staged because Chris Rock was there. And after the Chris Rock Will Smith slap, right? Everybody's like, oh no, look at that, sets a dangerous precedent. What? People are just going to go up and start attacking comedians on stage all the time now. And I was like, come on, man, shut the fuck up. No, like, stop. Then so to have this happen so soon after that, I'm like, it seems a little fishy to me.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Are you aware that the guy that assaulted him is a hip hop artist?
No, I was not aware.
Are you aware that he wrote a song called Dave Chappelle? And in the song references getting into the Hollywood Bowl.
So very premeditated.
Sounds like it.
I'm very curious to hear. Is it good?
I'm going to fucking play this shit to you. This is Isaiah Lee. Look, and you can see at the top of the video, it's called Dave Chappelle, but he leaves the last E out, so he spells it wrong.
On purpose?
Yeah.
So it doesn't get flagged or whatever? Oh, he's got the little light up sound in the back. I like that.
Yeah.
Walking straight into the boat.
Walking straight into the boat.
You know, my nigga is. Okay. Laugh at you niggas a joke. Okay. Laugh at you niggas a joke. My nigga big beats with balls. Your niggas is fish poke. Laugh at you niggas a joke. Laugh at niggas a joke. My nigga big beats with balls. I'm laughing roll into the boat. I'm walking right to the vote. 3 million right into the vote. My nigga big beats with balls. My nigga big beats with balls.
I love the Petco in the background. Where is Isaiah Lee from?
pad. Stacking the bitch in the trap.
Just hooking up my push.
Got it.
Don't give it 2 smacks. My nigga that beat me both. Laugh at you niggas a joke. You niggas be po. Laugh at you niggas be joke. You niggas be po. Laugh at you niggas be joke.
It's not very good, is it? I mean, the mix is terrible, especially on his vocals.
Honestly, the mix is really bad.
The mix is really bad.
The mix is really bad. Everything else is actually kind of like on par for what's very popular.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da.
It's pretty basic.
Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Because it's easy. Because like everybody could like fucking. It's not difficult. It's not Bone Thugs or fucking, you know, something that's like a little bit more like, you know, you could be faded as fuck and still like say all the lyrics, you know?
Sure.
So I understand the vibe, but the mix was fucking
It's really bad. So he had a replica gun that contained a switchblade.
Did he actually stab Dave Chappelle, or did he?
No.
Oh, he attempted to.
No, he attempted to, and then Jamie Foxx with not a beret, but what's that kind of hat called? And then Chris Rock also jumped on stage. What kind of hat is that called?
A scally?
Yeah, maybe.
Is it like the Irish kind of hat?
Yeah, I think that's what Jamie Foxx was wearing.
God, that's terrible.
I don't want to spread misinformation or anything.
I'm just saying that's a bad hat.
Woo! What's up?
It's a bad hat. I don't like scallies.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either. So the thing that I find kind of curious about this guy is when I first saw the news story breaking. Like, because
He's cute.
Okay, that's not where I was going with
Sorry. I just saw his face. I was like, oh, he seems really cute. But, I mean, obviously a little bit deranged to attack Dave Chappelle on stage.
I thought Chappelle had made like a tasteless trans joke or something, and that Isaiah was like, fuck that, and like, you know, attacked him on those grounds.
Right.
But it turns out he might be pro-Trump, which it's like, what? what does he have against Chappelle from that angle? I wonder.
Huh.
So, can you on your iPizzle look up whether or not this guy is pro-Trump or not? Maybe do a little deeper dive. If you find something, we'll look at it. If not, no big deal. But just something that I observed when reading this article is like, I can't really tell 100% what his political stance is and what message he was trying to get across by jumping on stage and attacking Chappelle. It's him getting
Right-wing
arrested.
silent as Chappelle's attacker revealed to be a Trump supporter.
There you go. See, isn't
Conservative silent as
isn't
Dave
that
Chappelle-
surprising?
Yeah. Come on, guys, where's the love? So it appears we have learned some things about 23-year-old Isaiah Lee. Blah, 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 blah. Lee is an aspiring rapper who goes by No Name Trapper on social media. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. We also reported that Lee recorded a song called MAGA, My Blank.
Wow.
That revealed the wannabe rapper and wannabe competent tackler is a black conservative Trump humper.
Fuck. So,
MAGA.
do you have any idea why a MAGA dude attacked Chappelle's?
I have no idea.
It's interesting.
That's wild.
It's very wild.
I really should we. I want lyrics from this song, right?
We'll do a deeper dive into this guy at some point.
Oh yeah. Why everybody always hating on my president? Wow. That's fucking wild, man.
Right? Didn't you assume that he was going to be like a far lefty?
No.
That's what I assumed.
I mean, I think that's what everybody would think,
Okay.
but I didn't think that.
Is this guy a terrorist? Is this guy like, does he
like-
just want to cause terror?
Yeah, I
the
feel like
hearts
this is
and
like
minds of the
I
public?
just feel like this is an extension of like all the weird right-wing terrorists.
Interesting. That's
I
so
don't know why he would
interesting,
attack Dave Chappelle though.
I know. I just
It's not
Bizarre.
making sense except for like it's like some sort of like
strange. Odd.
But if you think about it, isn't it like hilarious? Because like I feel like one of Chappelle's most popular skits is like black white supremacist, right? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of funny that he ends up getting attacked by a black MAGA Trump guy, right?
Sure.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of ironic. Not that I want anybody to get attacked on stage for their comedy, even if I don't like it.
Hey, Chris Rock made a Will Smith joke out of it.
Did he?
Yeah, I can't say it because he says the N-word in it.
Uh-huh.
Not that I would, even if I did say it, I just say N-word, but I don't know. I just don't.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's transition to the next part. I'm gonna play the music a little bit. We are going to watch popular, very far lefty YouTuber Vaush. I've also heard it pronounced Vosh. He's going to debate a pickup artist on the Red Pill, Jordan Peterson, and more. Now it's 2 hours, so we could skip around, right? Like we don't need a.
Love that dino music, man.
I wanted to keep it dino-y. And I wanted to match the aesthetic of the theme song. Which, by the way, do you want to do the theme song and the tagline?
Tagline?
Yeah.
Yeah, we really should.
Okay. Let me get my...
We should hit him with the tagline and theme song. Beginning, maybe.
I know.
We're stoners.
We're stoner baloners. I'm ready when you are.
All right. Now come along and join us for a ripping good time as we dive deep into the strange, deranged, and sometimes mundane world that is the high epoch times.
Want to make sure our audio's still working? This would be a good... Cool. I can hear that. Cool. I will say, though, that it sounded like I was coming in only through the left side.
Yeah?
That concerns me. Maybe check that's hopefully not the case.
Left, on the right, to the front, to the back, to the back, to the back, to the back.
Hold on, it might be my headphones. Hold on, it might be my headphones. Hold on, it might be okay. My headphones. Now it's normal. It might be. I fixed it. But why is it looping like now? It's normal. It might be. But why is it looping like now? It's normal. I fixed it. But why is it looping like now? It's normal. It might be. It's like you have a loop. But why is it looping like now? It's normal.
I have no idea. I don't know, but it was giving me anxiety, so we had to exit out of the screen.
But that's not how reality is, right?
I don't think that's reality. No, I think that was just some weird, horrible, fucked up hell loop that we got stuck in. I don't think that's reality.
Okay. So we can keep going.
Why don't you check on your phone? You could always go to twitch.tv / the High Epoch Times. That is how you, viewer, if you are seeing this clip in a later format, can also find this by typing in twitch.tv / the High Epoch Times.
Everything's good. Everything's good.
I knew it. I felt it in my fucking bones.
So let's.
Do you know that?
I felt you in my fucking bones.
Like workout, basic self-help advice like that.
Yeah, I get
the
it.
issue is that I think
skin
there's a
like
whole
that.
framework built around that, which involves the gamification of flirting with women.
The
to the point where you're checking
gamification?
off
The fuck is that?
It means, the book The Game? It's like the most popular pickup artist book.
No, I don't know. I actually don't know anything about pickup artists because even just the phrase pickup artist.
All right, I get it. Okay, hold on. You know the term negging, correct?
Yes.
That comes from game, whatever you fucking said, gameonology or whatever.
The gamification.
Gamification, yeah, that's what that is.
This really big list in your head of like making sure you've hit on all these steps, and I think that can be really detrimental. I think the most reliable step to be happy and to form good relationships at the end of the day is just treat women like regular ass people and just be cool with them, be confident, and you'll probably be fine. And if they aren't interested in you after all that, then that's fine. Maybe they're just not your type.
Okay.
I think he meant it the other way around.
Maybe that you're not their type. I like how he said it though. What a pickup artist way to say it, right? It's like, yeah, maybe those bitches are dumb then.
So what exactly is the claim in the red pill community that you would say?
Like,
So it's
no.
more of like what the vibe of like I guess thinking of your interactions with women as like a game. Is that the thing or?
Yeah, well, that's definitely a big part of it. It depends on where you are in the red pill community. The red pill subreddit, which I used to look at quite a bit, I mean, it literally had like people in favor of rape. So, depending on where you go in the spectrum, I'm going to disagree more or less. But generally speaking, I feel like pickup artistry often like misses the point of social interaction, and it can be really difficult to form good relationships when you're so obsessed with following the archetype of like engagement with women.
Yeah, I would say that 99.99% of the red pill community would not be in favor of rape, obviously. I think that goes without saying. But okay, so let's get into the, I guess, gamification.
Wait, what was the percentage? You said 95?
99.9%. I mean,
Okay, 99.9.
That's not really a stat. That's just like his feeling.
That's a feeling, and I don't think that that's an accurate stat.
He's trying to downplay the toxic environment of like, what was the Trump Reddit called? Subreddit called?
I don't know.
The Donald or whatever. I think it's called the Donald. He's trying to He's just trying to play the down. Excuse me. He's trying to downplay the manosphere, the online right wing,
and I'm like
MAGA adjacent manosphere.
I'm like, sir, have you been on the internet? Because motherfuckers love to say horrible shit like that. I'm like, I don't know. Okay.
All right, let's see what he has to say.
I see your point that it can be. Like if you're going off and you have like a weird checklist in your mind, that can be, kind of awkward and cringe. But what if you're a guy who has like you don't have good social skills for whatever reason? Maybe you didn't have a good upbringing. Maybe you were bullied. Maybe no one ever explained to you. And like you just don't really understand how to talk to women. Like you just don't know what to do. And like what would be bad about having like some stuff in the background being like, okay, I should maybe flirt with her, I should move things forward. Like, do you see that as problematic?
No, I think it's important to keep some things in mind. It really depends on the type of advice that's being given. If you're socially stunted or something like that, I think it can be useful to practice talking to people. I think one of the biggest considerations, especially with talking to women, is that there are some things that women consistently do socially differently from men, and a lot of that has to do with being afraid of men, because men tend to be like predatory in a lot of social and physical interactions. So I feel like the big issue is like the big dichotomy is a lot of people want to open up and to be direct and engaged and to indicate their interest in somebody, but they also understand that they could come across as creepy if they do it in the wrong way. And that's where the whole meme, like, if you're ugly, you get called creepy. If you're hot, you get called flirty, comes about. And I think that keeping in mind, like, what can I do to make them feel comfortable? What can I do to avoid those pitfalls?
True.
That's good. But it shouldn't go, if it goes too far, then you've gone beyond keeping things in mind and you've gone to like keeping a checklist, and that I don't like.
I mean, I don't know if we're even necessarily disagreeing on that point. I do think like if you have this very structured, rigid idea of what flirting and a man to woman interaction should be, that's probably going to be detrimental to your own success, because then it's not going to feel organic. But I want to expand on what you said about the predatory thing. So are you referring to, like, are you saying that most men are predatory when they interact with women, or are you talking about like a small exception?
No, I don't think most men. I would say that most men are insufficiently aware of how their behavior can trigger red flags in women with regards to predatory behavior. But that.
What are you thinking?
I think that a lot of men are predatory. Yes. I think that it's very like naive to say that it's not. Yep. Even if predatory doesn't necessarily mean with ill intent. necessarily.
You just want to get laid. You just want to have like
But it is predatory. It is, yeah, exactly. There's a goal in mind, very goal oriented, to say the least. But yeah, predatory is real. I think that a lot of men really just want to get laid and are predatory, and I think that it needs to be said out loud, right? Be like, yes, this is what's happening, for people to really like take care of it, right? If we keep on being like, well, it's not it's really not that bad. I mean, nobody's really that predatory, and nobody's saying that anybody should rape anybody. And I'm like, okay, but there are people that are feeling this way. So to downplay and say that it isn't happening is very gaslighty. Yeah.
So the conversation appears to be going in a direction where they talk about quote unquote false allegations, rape allegations.
Yikes.
Let's go to playing off people's insecurities.
Yeah, let's go
Let's
to that.
skip the drama.
Yeah, like, can we skip the fucking R stuff?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't think you would disagree on that point with the pickup community.
Let me be direct.
Oh, for
Some
fuck's
people
sakes.
are paying more than double
shit,
for heat
sucker.
treatment with Invisalign.
A claim
And then
whistle.
there's
Because that's basically the pickup community would be like, yeah, there's this game and we just basically want to help you play it better. I mean, that's the basic premise. It's not to like create a game when game doesn't exist, right? Like, oh, let's make everything a game. Let's make human interaction a game. I think it's just like, okay, let's acknowledge that there's this social game and just basically help you play it better. So you're not, because if you don't know how to play the game at all, and like a chick, for example, is like playfully flirting with you and she's like, oh, stop. And then you just take that, you can't pick up on that. And you're just like, what did I do? Right. She's just going to be turned off. She's like, this guy has like no social intuition. That's like a pretty, just one example.
Though, for what it's worth, I think that any woman who would react that way is probably not worth your time anyway. But yeah, it's mostly about how you play that game, I suppose. Because especially when it comes to dating and sex, a lot of people are really, really easy to manipulate. Not just women, like everyone. A lot of people are horny and desperate, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's
there
true.
are definitely ways to increase the likelihood of you sleeping with someone, but I think a lot of them involve kind of playing off insecurities in a way which it's not rape or anything, but I do feel like it's not conducive to building a healthy relationship with that person.
Okay, so I think we might have stumbled upon a potential disagreement. So can you give me an example of like how that would be, like how you could play off a person's insecurity to get them in bed?
Negging.
Negging. That's the big one, right? That's
Yeah.
the practice of playfully insulting a person in order to make them self-critical or self-conscious, so that they're more receptive to compliments and more willing to believe that your interest in them is worthwhile.
Yeah, that is a good example. It's not really common in the pickup community nowadays. Like, I think the vast majority of PUA channels will like kind of mock the idea of negging. It's something that what came about from Neil Strauss's book, The Game, and I think that book made it seem like it's something that's much more prevalent than it is.
By the way, Neil Strauss released a book after the game about like deconditioning his brain from his pickup artistry lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
Like, he had a whole book that was like, oh,
He
who
was
have
like-
I become? Like a midlife crisis
He
kind
was
of
like,
thing.
this was not good. What I said was bad, guys.
Yeah.
It's like the same person who did the study with the alpha and beta men. He was like, or like the concept of like the alpha versus the beta. It was like a scientific study based on wolves.
Beta.
And then the scientist was just like, oh my God, please everybody stop using it. There's no such thing as a beta man. Like, this was like wolves. You guys aren't wolves. Stop taking this out of fucking context. It's not what I meant.
Also, your role as alpha or beta changes depending on the situation you're in. Like, if you're bad at chess and you're in a group of great chess players, you just became the beta in that situation. Even if normally you were an alpha.
Yeah, it's very silly. I don't know.
Let's continue.
Yeah, please.
Like, for example, me personally, I never like teach negging. I just say, tease the girl and flirt with her, but don't like actually try to like bring down her value, because that's just going to call off cringe. Can you name another example of something like that?
Yeah, negging's one of them. I feel like perceived disinterest is a big one as well. A really big part, at least from the dating advice that I've seen in a lot of communities, is to constantly give the impression that you're not really invested that much in the person or the conversation, because overinvestment can come across as creepy or over-involved, and you want her to feel like she has to chase you a little bit as well.
Okay. I mean,
What is he eating?
I don't know. Is he eating like an apple or something?
Was he got like a caramel fucking chew in his mouth?
I don't know.
Okay, man.
It's like
bro. Also, this pickup artist guy, he has like quintessential bro voice. Like, what?
Totally.
What? Like everything he's saying and when he's saying it, like it's hard for me to even like take him seriously because he sounds like a douchebag. He sounds very Elizabeth Holmes.
He's very Chad-y. Very chatty.
Yeah.
Chad-Y. Chatty.
Chatty.
Just came up with it.
that really play on her insecurities if you just like don't act like you're super interested?
Not always. It can sometimes. There are a lot of people with abandonment issues, for example, who I know are really, really, I don't want to use the word triggered. I don't know if that's right. They're very receptive, I guess, to the perceived threat of people dipping on them, you know. I feel like in terms of like efficaciousness, you know, like how much this all works, I agree. There are lots of things you can do to kind of work with a person's
Efficaciousness.
Psyche.
Big word.
Yeah.
That just means efficacy. Like
Efficacy. I understand, but
like in other words, how effective is the tactic?
no, I understand
In
what
use.
the word means.
Uh-huh.
I'm not confused on it. I'm just like rolling my eyes at him using that.
I didn't mean to mansplain that.
Yeah, you just did though.
I didn't mean to though.
Do we have the cop noise, the blue for you? Yeah, for you mansplaining. I was like, yeah, I understand what the word means. I think that him throwing it out there is just kind of like.
Did I just get thrown in the feminism slammer?
Yeah. Except I'm also an abolitionist, so actually we won't. We'll just have a conversation about it. No prison.
Can we? Oops. Can we smoke weed about it?
Yeah, we can smoke weed about it and have a conversation about mansplaining. Don't fucking do
Don't mansplain to me, baby. Don't mansplain to me. You make me crazy. You're mansplaining every single day. You're explaining what a man is in every single way. You're saying don't splain to me. Come on, baby button, jam. Don't
mansplain.
Explain to
Don't mansplain to
me. Don't. Man.
We gotta switch it up. I'm not
You start it. You start the jam. And I'll jam with what you're doing.
Well, I thought we were gonna smoke weed about it first.
First jam, then weed.
Fine. How can you have your pudding if you don't eat your meat? How can you have any meat if you don't eat your pudding? Fine. We'll make the mansplain song. I don't want to make a mansplain song because you were mansplaining. I don't want to make a mansplain song because you were mansplaining.
Is this the song?
Yeah, it is me, and I am complaining. I do not like when you are mansplaining.
The song is too artsy. I wanted more of a rhythm. Like, I wanted to be a maraca boy.
Do you want to bez it up?
I want to be Bez.
You want to bez it up?
Can we meet in the middle? Will you allow me to shake a maraca
Yeah.
with my mouth?
Yeah, shake a maraca with your mouth. No more mansplaining, please. No more mansplaining, please. Please don't mansplain to me. Please don't mansplain to me. Driving me crazy. Don't mansplain shit to me that I know about. I already get it. I already know. I got it.
We did it.
We did it.
We met in the middle.
We did meet in the middle. It was hard.
For you?
It was hard for me to meet in the middle. Yeah, I was cunty. I feel cunty. C-U-N-T-Y. I'm a cunty guy. Yeah. It's okay. I just,
Can you say cunt on Twitch?
well, I just did a couple of times, so I hope it's okay.
I don't know if that's allowed.
Well, we'll find out.
Okay.
We'll find out. Probably in the future, probably shouldn't. But I'm pretty sure I can say CUNTY.
Oh, yeah.
I just think that both of these guys, like Vaush is like, I'm a nerdy intellectual guy. And then the other guy's like, I'm a meathead jockey guy. And they're
Okay.
just both fitting into their fucking boxes so damn well. There's not any wiggle room for them to get out. They are like, and that's why I said efficaciousness. And I was just like, come on, man. That fucking, like, that box you're already in so tight. You really just want to, like, seal the deal? Fucking Noid. Like, we get it. Okay, you got the big woids, Noid.
All right. Well, let's let this
To
debate unravel a little bit more, shall we?
to make it more likely that you'll get together. But I feel like it even if it maybe you get like laid because of it, I feel like it's generally better to be really like just sort of autistically upfront and direct with a lot of people, because even if that will put some of them off, I think that it leads to better outcomes with the people it does work on. And that's nice, and it's more authentic in that case because you don't feel like you have to keep this whole thing juggled to engage with them.
So yeah, so what you're describing is called radical honesty, and there's a lot of proponents of it.
This guy goes in between not
It's very odd.
which makes him more of a like a cave person.
I like French people because they just go,
I like Israeli people or Middle Eastern people because they go I like It's cute.
Yeah, it's very cute.
I'm not necessarily critical of it. Like I would say that I'm quite honest and upfront, but I wouldn't say I go down that far to the point where I'm radical honesty. So I guess let's get into like some examples. Like for example, if let's say you were on a date with a girl and you were feeling horny and you just want to fuck the shit out of her, like would you actually say that to her or?
Yeah, well, not like as an opener. Yeah.
Did he just say fuck her shit?
No, fuck the shit out of her.
Fuck that. Sorry. Okay.
What do you think that he said? Fuck her shit?
Yeah, fuck her shit out of her is what I heard. But yeah, it definitely makes more sense as fuck the shit out of her, which is still funny to me.
Which it's still funny, but I think I like what your version is because like that's like more creative, right?
Yeah.
If somebody said, I want to fuck your shit out of you, and if somebody said to me, I want to fuck your shit out of you versus I want to fuck the shit out of you, it's because there's a different meaning there.
Right.
There's a very big different meaning, and I'm like, wow, that is forceful. You're gonna make me shit everywhere. You're gonna fuck the poo-poos out of me. That's wild, and funny, and dirty, and I support it.
In that alternate universe.
Yeah, it's not the first thing that come out of my mouth, but yeah, as a general thing, you know, if you're at a party or whatever, and you're like, yeah, you know, I'm enjoying talking to you, and you know, I think you're hot. I don't know if you feel the same way, but if you are interested, you can do X or Y, you know, something like that. Obviously, it's highly contextual. but I
Okay.
think it's
Also,
to be
can we
direct.
pause this? This hypothetical conversation is not the way that humans speak. And I wish that they gave an example where it was something that somebody would actually say to somebody. Mm-hmm. Because I don't think I've ever heard anybody say in my fucking life,
Okay.
wow, I think you are very hot and attractive. And if you want to have sex with, like, I've never heard anybody just phrase it that way. It's just, I've never heard that phrase like that.
Wait, but continue. You stopped in the middle of it.
What he just said.
Okay.
Which was like, oh, I think that you're hot. And if you want to do X, then we can do, you know, X, Y, Z. That's what he just said.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Correct like that.
Well, what if, like, for example, like you're on a date and the chick is talking and like what she's talking about is just boring the shit out of you, and like in your mind you're just thinking, like pretty much every guy's had this. You're like, you know what? I just want to fuck this girl and I just don't want to talk to her because her personality is such a turnoff, but she's so hot. Like, would you actually express that to her?
I wouldn't want to fuck somebody I found that boring.
Yeah. Right. It's a very meathead mentality. It's a very Chad mentality to be like, oh, when is this fucking bitch gonna shut up so I can just fuck the shit out of her? Like,
Jesus.
If you're that, I don't know.
I'm just like, this is why I'm like, no, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to have sex with a man. I don't want to. Somebody sitting there being like, I'm bored. When can I put my wiener in you? And I'm like, oh God, ugh.
Dare I say it's a slightly childish mindset.
Yeah, just don't fuck that person, man. You think you're gonna have good sex with that person? But I feel like this doesn't, these men aren't thinking about whether they're gonna like have a good time. They're like, I'm going to jerk off with this woman's body.
It's more of a conquest, right, for a lot of men.
Yeah, like I said, most men are just jerking off with women's bodies. It's not a dance. It's like, it's just a fleshlight. Bigger, real fleshlight.
But if I wanted to, if that was the goal, I think you could pull the conversation away from that if you wanted to. Yeah, something like, I'm enjoying the conversation with this or that, but there's something that I can't get off my mind and blah blah blah. Yeah, I can't ad lib the entire process right off the cuff. But I think
well,
it's okay
you
to
should
do
work on
something
it, Vaush.
What? Work on what?
Should workshop it in this debate. I would have found it more entertaining in this debate if they had actually workshopped how to say it instead of this theoretical way of saying it. Because isn't that what these boys that are coming and watching PUA stuff wanting to learn anyways? Is like a realistic way of going about that? Just saying. If you wanted to be educational, now would be the time.
I would never say, like, if you're talking to somebody on a date or whatever, they're boring you. Like, anything to stop that, I think works just fine. I have no patience for boring conversations. I don't think anyone should have to put up with that for pussy. Yeah. Because it's tedious, and I think it makes you think less of the whole process in general. Like, well, this is what I have to put up with to get laid. I have to deal with women, something like that.
Yeah, don't fuck them.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, don't fuck us.
Basically, you're saying you would express yourself, but in a socially calibrated way. That's kind of like the feeling I'm getting, which I think is fine. I think that there's advantages and disadvantages to that strategy. I think that the advantage is that the girls that you hit it off with, like, you're going to hit it off with more. Like, meaning, like, by being polarizing, you're screening out a lot of people, but the people you do match with, it's going to be like,
he's right about that. That's the first thing he said where I agree with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the point about being polarizing, I think that's accurate.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are exactly in line. The downside to this strategy is that you're screening out a lot of girls in the middle. So meaning,
what
girls
is he fucking chewing on, man?
You might really vibe with
it's bothering
once you got
me.
to know them better, but initially they just get turned off by you being a little too honest in that moment, right? Because people don't, generally speaking, don't even open up like that much right away. Like, it takes time for most people to open up and feel out their personality, right? So you could potentially screen away someone who might be a good fit for you, because you didn't really want to play the game. Does that make sense?
No, it totally makes sense. I understand you're leaving people on the table, so to speak, when you do things that way. I'm only talking about my personal preference.
I'm going to switch to body counts. That's the next chapter in there. That's good with you?
Yeah, let's go to body counts.
Component to it.
I think I'm not too impressed with flat body counts.
You're ready to start your own business, to turn that passion into a paycheck.
I thought I had an ad
Because
blocker.
there are a lot
I'm going
of
to look
things
into
that can
that.
skew the numbers. First of all, it is undeniable that if you're a woman, it's easier to get laid off of Tinder or whatever. Now, I'm not just into women.
Yes.
I'm pan. So with gay men on the table, 500 body count is a by the end of the afternoon type thing. Okay, these queers are insane. So
Yeah,
my perception is skewed.
What do you mean, what?
I don't think that all queer people have a body count of 500.
I think, yeah, obviously.
I think that's...
He's just talking about gay men.
I know...
Or queer men.
I know queer men, and I think
Or
that...
queer women.
Well, yeah, but
I don't know.
He was talking about queer... He was specifically talking about gay men, and yes, like, gay men tend to have more casual sex, but I feel like saying 500 is kind of like sensationalizing it and like hypersexualizing gay men. And I don't think all gay men are like that. So,
Yeah.
skewed a little bit in the the communities that I'm in. I will say though,
But wouldn't that actually give you a really good perspective because you know what guys are like, you know what girls are like, right?
honestly, the only impression that it's really given me, I genuinely do not think it's a difference in how horny or how willing they are. I think the main difference is that gay men aren't as afraid of men, genuinely, because in terms of like, so
That's true.
in terms of like perceived threat, I'm a pretty large guy. I'm a perceived threat to basically anyone. And if they're bottoming, then even more so. I mean, God knows what you could get away with when you're in that position. But with a lot of gay men, like they don't have this ingrained fear of men. A lot of women do. And a lot of that's because, they've heard their entire life stories of female relatives or friends who have been abused or assaulted. And I think that there's like a trust barrier that they need to overcome in ways that men don't. The first time I ever like talked with a guy off Tinder, this was in early college, because before it was just in-person stuff with the guys, they told me, you can come on by later tonight. We're having a party, I'll be like in this bedroom. Like, here's the house number. Like, here's the address. What the fuck are you doing? I hadn't even shown this guy my dick yet. And he's already given me his goddamn address, bedroom location, off the front door, unafraid, And I think that fear is a big thing. I wonder if maybe given enough time, if the, things level out a bit, maybe that fear barrier will lessen, and you'll have women who are like way more aggressive about this because they don't have that fear. They'll act like gay bottoms.
I mean,
maybe.
I do think it's a factor. I won't deny that. I do think that fear is a factor. Like sometimes maybe a woman's horny, but then she's like, oh, if I meet up a random guy, there's a risk. And I do think quite often women overblow the risk. Like I think the risk, like statistically speaking, is really small.
What?
Especially if you take certain precautions. But there is a risk.
You fucking kidding me?
And, a woman is...
No, it's not a small risk. There are a lot of very aggressive men out there. And I think it's very weird. Like it's like
especially men who want to fuck without a condom. That's really common.
Yeah, super common. I've definitely had people try to pull it off, like when you're not looking, like and things are in the heat of the moment. I've also had men that maybe aren't rapey, but they're persistent and they won't leave you alone, right? But it's like a whiny thing, right?
Oh, God.
Where they're just like. They're just like trying to rub their fucking dick on you and they're just like, just touch it, please. And they're just like consistent, right? And you're like, the thing is, if you like somebody, right? Like you're on a date with this person, or especially if you're horny, like maybe you do want to fool around, but then like somebody just keeps whipping their fucking dick out, yeah, like also when men are rejected or they feel like they've been slighted, they can turn from being a very nice person to being very aggressive and very violent very quickly. And it's very hard to read who and who isn't going to snap like that. And I have a fairly high body count, and I've definitely like experienced all different types, right? Mm-hmm. I have a pretty wide demographic. But yeah, in general, like you really don't fucking know. And even when you think that you've vetted somebody and that they're chill, like that could fucking switch in a second. And I think this idea of like, it's an overblown threat. I'm like, no, there's been a lot of times where I've had to like, really like think to myself, like, am I going to have to like try to like sock this dude and get out? Or like, how do I get out of this? Because I still like him and I want him to like me. How do I get out of this where like it's chill, right? And it's cool and nobody's feelings are hurt. And that's just like, I definitely don't put up with that kind of shit anymore. But through my teens and 20s, very common. Very common. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Within her rights to be concerned. There's nothing wrong with that. I do agree that there's also a social aspect to it with slut shaming and whatnot. More so in some countries, less so in other countries. But in my opinion, I think the biggest factor is just simply has to do with the fact that men quite often are just like, yeah, like I want to fuck like a lot of different, I want to have a lot of different partners, right? Like, I want to fuck like, a girl today, I want to fuck a new girl tomorrow. And I think girls on average are much more likely to get attached when they have sex than men. Some men do too. And some women can have sex without pair bonding. But more generally speaking, women on average, don't want to fuck a bunch of dudes. They want to more like have one, maybe two dudes, maybe three dudes that they're fucking, but they have more of a connection with those guys rather than just go out and just have a bunch of meaningless sex. So, like, in my opinion, the biggest difference is just...
Can we pause?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I explain the reasoning behind this?
Go for it.
It's not pair bond. It's not the pair bonding. You know what it is that having sex with a new guy every night, do you know how often you wouldn't come? Do you know how that doesn't make any sense? If you find one person and they could do it right, you're like, sure, shit, I'm going to keep you in the rotation because at least you know how to fuck.
Right.
You could be annoying and piss me off, but no, it has nothing to do about women not wanting to have meaningless sex. It's that most of y'all can't fuck. Most of y'all can't fuck. That's what it is. And why would I let you fuck if you're not even going to make me come? Why would I do that? Why? No point. Absolutely fucking no point. Waste my goddamn time.
Comes down
Thank
to
you.
our basically dating and sex strategies and like what we want. Because like I'll give an example. I don't know if you're familiar with like the BDSM community, right? But if you go to like a swingers club or a swingers party, it's a very safe environment. Like there's like it's the safest environment ever. There's a bunch of security. Like consent is like a huge thing there, right? You can't even like touch someone without asking for permission. It's not like a sexual free for all, which some people think it is. But even in those environments, like when a girl goes there, she might have sex with like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 guys or something, right? But a guy who goes there, he'll have sex with like, you know, he'll just engage in gangbangs with all the chicks. So like the guys there are just still having way more sex with way more partners than chicks are. Like I've personally seen that myself.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah. I was like,
I've never been to a swingers club.
I was like, sir, have you been to a swingers like club though? Have you actually been? I don't want to say that's accurate. I've been to swingers clubs and I've been in different like BDSM like kink parties. I also don't think that they're automatically the safest places. There's still weird shit that happens. There could always be like there's safer places, but there's no real thing such as like a safe place, right?
Right.
That's all I have to say. Continue, sir.
I don't generally describe. I know there are some women who will just get railed like 7 ways till sundown by 80,000 dudes.
There are those, yeah.
God bless them. You know, I think one of the big differences is actually down to the quality of sex, right? So if we're talking all like straight cis people or whatever, you know, I can hook up with anyone. I'll always come. Because I'm the guy, I have a dick, right? Like,
Yeah.
if I just hook up with just some random chick, I will come, you know. She might not, especially not, well, I try, you know, I do my best. But if she's just, like, railing 50 dudes or whatever, like, she's not going to come from a lot of those interactions. And I feel like just do kind of the physiology of a pussy in comparison. Maybe the quality versus quantity thing is because guys have a virtual guarantee they're going to nut when they
He's making the same point you made.
Yeah, exactly.
fuck around, but chicks will be looking for people who can actually like effectively satisfy them, and that might disincentivize, because to them, like, oh, I might fuck a new guy this night, but like, will I get the nut from that, or will he come and
I like how they're now both calling women chicks. Vouch is now subscribed to chicks.
Yeah, he started. Yeah,
Because he's
at
like
the beginning he
mirroring
wasn't.
him.
He was like, but now he's slowly getting like sucked into the broy part.
Well, he's just trying to
Meet him at his level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can I have that jointy?
Yeah, of course, brother. You want me to toss it at you? Because I'm not a fucking Noid.
Yeah.
I can throw this joint.
Yeah.
If I throw this joint, could you fucking catch it?
No, I'm annoyed.
Okay, that's all right. But I'm still throw it at you, so catch. Try.
No, don't throw the joint.
Try. You can do it. I believe in you.
All right.
That was very close.
I was close.
And
It
it
hit
was
the
a
rim.
wily fucking joint throw.
It hit the rim. of
yeah,
my-
that
you
was
know.
great. Do you have a lighter?
Got one.
Give him the weed, pass him a joint, let him get high, cause that is the point.
Punt.
4 minutes and then leave? Like, I don't fucking know. So maybe there's like a
that's
cost
definitely
benefit.
true. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, I think also like for most women, in order to have an orgasm, they need a good amount of comfort, and for some women, a good amount of women, they also need a bit of connection. Like for example, for me, right, if there's a hot chick on my bed, we can literally talk to zero. Like we don't even have to communicate at all. I can still have like come, like right if I fuck her, right. But for most chicks, that wouldn't really be possible. Like some random dude shows up in their bed with their dick out, even if that guy's like super attractive. Like most of the time, they won't be able to come. Like they need like that kind of connection. And
I don't
comfort.
know.
Yeah,
I
some
think that
girls-
would be so tight. I love the idea. I think I would have way more sex with men if we're talking about this magical scenario where men don't talk, where the guy just shows up and he's hot and then he has a dick and it's out and ready to go.
As long as he's not violent and dangerous.
No, as long as he's not violent and dangerous, like it's a consensual, it's like a, you know, you're like, I'm like, yes.
JQ Marsh is saying turn mono on and off in studio.
Oh, do we have some sound
It
issues?
says it randomly went to the left ear. See, I was worried about this.
Well, I'm really glad that we got Jay Marsh in the house to help us. I didn't notice that because I'm high, and
I was concerned
we
about it.
also got
but
that weird loop when we were listening to the Devil's Loop.
Did that do anything? Fixed. Okay. All right. Is the internet in mono? We want the internet to be stereo, of course. So let me know if this is...
Like
most
40 minutes in Cowgirl, and then it's like rub.
No, the internet is in stereo. That's what we want. Good.
Beautiful.
Great. Beautiful.
40 minutes in Cowgirl. What?
On the clit in this exact way for 5 minutes, and then do this exact holding pattern for 8
Right.
until like yeah, it's a whole thing. You know,
women are definitely more complicated when it comes to sex.
they
Really?
make it hard.
I don't think so.
I think
As somebody
it's,
who fucks
I wonder
women-
a lot of that. Maybe a little bit. Probably some of that is social.
I'm gonna
like
go
the
out
comfort
and
thing, but
on a limb
some
and
of
say
that's
it's not
definitely
really that
just
hard.
like full on, like the difference in testosterone versus estrogen, or like dicks versus vaginas or whatever. Yeah, I think stuff like that's important to keep in mind as well. You know.
But wouldn't that kind of go back to the point that like that is a biological difference between men and women that does affect our sexual behavior, right?
Yeah, though in variant sense, trans women who still have dicks, the same thing happens with them. So in that case, it's not even a penis thing necessarily. It's like an estrogen thing, which causes the way in which you have an orgasm to be different, or like the whole business with prostate orgasms. This is actually the case with some gay bottoms as well, where I'm trying to think of a more.
I want to skip ahead
Let's skip.
to, is Jordan Peterson a fascist?
Skip to the loo, my darling.
Yeah, so we're the same in that regard.
Oh, there's
But let me move on to this. I think this is
Your skincare routine sucks. Sorry.
Hey,
I had to say
that's
it.
offensive.
Here's what most skincare companies.
something that we're
Hey!
gonna
All
disagree
right.
on.
I was like, bitch, my
it's kind of-
skincare routine does not suck. Okay.
I was going to say, Baby Button made my skin rotate much better.
Yeah. I've helped teach
different
you the
topic,
ways.
But I think on the dating stuff, we're actually not as different as probably most people would think. You're not a fan of Jordan Peterson, right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that from your video. So I'll preface this by saying I'm not like some Jordan Peterson fanboy. I think he's kind of overrated in a lot of regards. And I don't think he says anything that's like radically super insightful. Like I think he's a smart guy, but I don't think he's like laying out some groundbreaking philosophy. However, I do very much find your claim that he's a fascist kind of problematic. Do you truly believe that, or was that you just being hyperbolic?
I think that he enables fascism as a social movement. He personally focuses too much on hyper-individualism for me to fairly categorize him as a fascist. If I said he's a fascist, like in that language specifically, then that was incorrect of me.
Okay.
I do think he sort of enables that trend, though.
Can you clarify, like, in which way does he enable it?
Well, I think there are a couple of tenets. The biggest one by far is his insistence on the defense of Western civilization against outwardly corrosive forces. He's a big fan of the cultural Bolshevism conspiracy theory, or cultural Marxism, they call it today, which was a Nazi conspiracy theory about how Western civilization is being eroded from within by an elite group of academically inclined, subversive types, and they're trying to make people anti-white and this and that, stuff like that really bugs me.
Sometimes Vaush talks with like an Italian accent, like this and that. Like, here, let me. I got to show you what I mean.
Okay.
I notice it sometimes.
Maybe it's his tough guy voice.
It's like, yeah, it's like a little bit of a tough guy comes
maybe
through
he just
sometimes.
wants everybody to know that he's fucking tough.
Okay,
Which
check
was
it
a
out.
Nazi
I'll
conspiracy
point it out.
theory about how Western civilization is being eroded from within by an elite group of academically inclined, subversive types. And they're trying
Subversive
to make people
types.
anti-white and this and that.
Types.
Stuff like that really
It
bugs
comes
me.
in and out.
Where is he from?
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
I don't know.
Where's
Oh, you know what? I do know. He's from Beverly Hills.
Vouch is from B Hills?
He's from B Hills.
So there's no reason for an East Coast, like New Yorker Italian vibe in there.
He's also a communist.
His
or-
meatballs are in the red sauce, is what you mean to say.
Maybe he's a socialist. I could safely say he's a socialist. But he might be some form of, let's see, what does the internet say? I think he considers himself a libertarian socialist. We'll just go with that.
Isn't that what you said I was today?
I think you and Vosh are similarly left. He's probably more left of you by a little bit.
You think so? That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. I don't know. Maybe no. Yeah. I think he's a shade or two more left. He's pretty lefty.
Okay.
I don't know. Should we bust out the calculators?
I want to see how far left he is. You saying this lefty is leftier than me?
I don't know.
I'm a big lefty, man. Nah, who cares?
Clarify.
Yeah,
Do
sure.
you think that he overblows it, or that he's completely wrong about that, or he's just like overblowing it?
I think he's completely wrong. I think what he's referring to is just the progressive force that made Western civilization good to begin with. Because I feel like if he'd been around 400 years ago, he would have called like the Enlightenment thinkers that exactly. Because if we're ever talking about elite intellectuals undermining the tradition of Western civilization, okay, Voltaire is right up there at the top. The Enlightenment thinkers are right up there at the top. Teaching us to hate our monarchs and so on. I think it's basically, it's just a reaction to progressivism.
You know what I think we should do?
What?
Learn about the Enlightenment thinkers.
Yeah.
Let's get a little refresh, shall
Little
we?
history lesson. All we need is a history lesson.
Some
Let's
of the
learn about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your song.
No, it's fine. It was over.
Okay. Some of the major figures of the Enlightenment included Cesar Beccaria. When you have two C's in a row, it's cha, right?
Yeah.
Denis Diderot, David Hume, Immanuel Kant,
Kant. I know Kant.
Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, John Locke, Montesquieu, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Adam Smith, Hugo Grotius, Baruch Spinoza, and Voltaire. I know half of those. Half of those.
I feel like I knew 3 or 4. 3? Yeah.
Okay, Enlightenment. They, from the History Channel website, they... European politics... Ooh, fuck off. European politics, philosophy, science, and communications were radically reoriented during the course of the long 18th century as part of a movement referred to by its participants as the Age of Reason, or simply AKA Enlightenment. They were in Britain. They were in France. They were throughout Europe.
They had no underpants.
They questioned traditional authority. They embraced the notion that humanity could be improved through rational change.
I love rational change.
Its roots are usually traced to 1680s England, where in the span of 3 years, Isaac Newton published his, quote, Principia Mathematica, close quote, from 1686. And then we got John Locke with his wonderful essay concerning human understanding from 1689. Do you think Vaush has read Essay Concerning Human Understanding
Yeah,
by John Locke?
probably.
Do we have to read it as well to be as smart as Vaush?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
Some of us are lefty because we have intellectualized ourselves and read all the text, and then other of us have been pushed into it by a brutalized lived experience. So no, we don't have to read the text, but we can.
So we got the High Enlightenment, 1730 to 1780. So there was different periods of the Enlightenment, right?
I like the high.
Got early. We got some early Enlightenment, and now we got some High Enlightenment. We got Voltaire's Philosophical Dictionary. A chaos of clear ideas, says somebody. It's just in quotes.
I love that.
Foremost among these was the notion that everything in the universe can be rationally demystified and cataloged.
I love that.
Oh, we got
Thank you.
Diderot's Encyclopédie. And it brought together leading authors to produce an ambitious compilation of human knowledge. Okay, that's a big
Okay.
deal. Diderot's Encyclopedia.
Diderot.
He's like the first wiki bro.
Yeah.
Um,
Big deal. Big deal Diderot. That's what they call him.
That's
You didn't know?
big deal Diderot.
Everybody knows in all the leftist circles we call him Big Deal Diderot.
Yeah, that's awesome. We got Thomas Paine and Thomas Jefferson. And they wrote the Declaration of Independence
Fuck Thomas
from
Jefferson.
1776.
Fuck Thomas Jefferson. Fuck that fool.
And
Fuck
then
Thomas Jefferson.
All right. Okay, continue.
Okay.
No, you continue.
Oh, continue about
Yeah.
fuck Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah.
Slave owning bitch ass motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I spit on Thomas Jefferson's grave right now. Fuck you. On the dead homies. That was all. That was it. My little Thomas Jefferson rant. Fuck him. I'm just saying.
Okay.
He was a bad. I mean, all slave owners were bads, but he was notorious for impregnating his the enslaved people that he had. Very, very bad, naughty man.
French Revolution was the culmination of the High Enlightenment. And what it's doing is it's trying to remake society along rational lines. But then it devolved into bloody terror.
Ah!
And that led to the
Terror.
rise of Napoleon. Woo!
Also, Napoleon wasn't that short. He wasn't that short compared to men in that day and age. He was pretty average.
Enlightened rationality gave way to the wildness of romanticism. Oh. And not to mention 20th century modernism. The end. The end of the article.
I like the history lesson. Thanks for the history lesson. Does that make us smart as Vaush now?
I think we're like 1/16th as smart as Vaush now.
Sick. Well, I'm sorry I haven't read all of the books, but
We got a JQ suggestion. JQ being the editor, not the Jewish question. Socialism, utopian, and scientific. This looks too dry.
this looks dry. I'm not like
1892 English edition introduction, general the history of materialism. Yeah, this is why don't we just ask the Google machine, what is materialism?
Because we are living in the material world, and I am a material girl.
The doctrine that nothing exists except matter and its movements and modifications. So we're just matter that has moved, that we're matter, we move, and we modify.
Yeah. I mean, I could get down with that.
Can you get jiggy with it?
Na 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 na. Yeah. Honestly, I think that Miami is
I
best song.
was waiting for, I was literally like, is she gonna start talking about what is Will Smith's best song? And then you totally did. And I'm very happy that happened. Yeah.
Thank you. I took the bait. I took the fucking bait.
I think Miami's the best song that he.
Miami's
not
a
wrong.
fucking slammer jam.
You're not wrong, by the way.
Okay, but I'm not gonna lie. I love that Men in Black samples the Forget-Me-Nots in it. So that is also a bop, but not anything on Miami.
Sure.
that is being framed through the logic of civilizational conflict. I think that's really dangerous.
But look, my opinion is that he heavily overblows it. I don't think there's like this big conspiracy.
He said
like,
blows it. He said blows it. You said blows it, bro.
Very bro-y joke of you.
Dick joke, fart, fart, fart. Dick joke, fart, fart, fart. Thank you. I love that.
But there are elements of it which I think are small, but they do exist. Like some anti-white sentiment. Like I've met chicks like that. Like, and it's really bizarre to me. Or like
I've met chicks like that.
I must have met some little chickies like that. Hey, you see those chicks over there? Chicks is not really like in my vocabulary.
I kind of like birds, like how British people like. Look at that bird over there. Look at that bird.
Yeah, I don't want to be referred to as poultry ever.
on TikTok, you see it a lot. Like, oh, you're a white guy? Fuck you. Like, automatically. Like, okay, sorry for being born white. Like, let me call my parents and ask for a refund. Like, that sentiment does exist. I don't think it's nearly as prevalent. But would you say it just doesn't exist at all? Like,
oh no, it totally exists. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's
What does that have to do with Jordan Peterson being a hack or not?
Yeah, what does that have to do with
total
that?
Okay, I've had enough of this.
I've had enough of this crap.
You wanna talk about British people?
Yeah.
Let's talk about British people. Philip Collins explains why he really doesn't like Paul McCartney. This made me laugh. This gave me a cute little chuckle.
This seems wholesome.
Yeah. Listen.
I'm pro Philco.
This is Philco. I met him when I was working at the Buckingham Palace party back in 2002, he told the Sunday Times. McCartney came up with Heather Mills and I had the first edition of the Beatles by some Hunter Davis. And I said, hey, Paul, do you mind signing this for me? And he told he said to the paper, he says, this article keeps switching the perspective. Okay, I'm going to start this again.
Okay, you're losing me now. Meryl?
It's the way that the article's written. Okay, check out the scenery, okay? Philip, he's working at Buckingham Palace. McCartney and his wife at the time, Heather Mills, came up to him. Mm-hmm. It's the way, I can see the way this is worded is very awkward. Anyways, Philip Collins had the first edition of the album The Beatles, the White Album. And Philco said, hey, Paul, do you mind signing this for me? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, and then Paul replies, oh, Heather, our little Phil's a bit of a Beatles fan. And then Phil says, you fuck. That's how it ends.
I love that.
In his head, he's going, you fuck.
You fuck.
I love that.
You fuck. I like it too. Okay, also, wow, way to be so pompous and like, oh God.
Vaush is wearing...
Paul McCartney looks like a fucking turtle. Shut the fuck up.
Vaush is wearing like Kleenex. I think it's for... he has allergies. Some sort of allergy thing in California.
Yeah, so he's wearing them?
If you look at the video, you see like his ears. Mm-hmm. There's like... I think it's because he has allergy stuff at the bottom of his ears.
Oh, yeah, I did see the paper. It didn't register to me. Just I saw it and it meant nothing to me, and I just moved right on with my life.
Right. You fuck. You condescending prick. You fuck. Little Philly over here. A little bit of a Beatles for little Philly. Little Philly.
Little Phil. Oh, a little bit of a Beatles fan, little Philly.
Little fucking Philly, are you a silly Billy? All right. We saw Genesis in Pittsburgh in December, didn't we?
We fucking did.
Philco's last American performance.
It was fucking great. It was also very like emotional because you could see the struggle.
He was frail.
You know, he was definitely, he had to sit down a lot. He had some singers to help him.
With the parts.
With some of the
Some
parts.
of the notes he couldn't hit. He walked on and off stage via cane.
Yeah. But he really fucking like...
He tried.
He put a fucking a lot of love into it.
Yeah.
And it was I got very weepy. Also, I think it's really awesome to note that his son is the one who played drums with him.
20-year-old killer.
Baby.
Little babe.
Fucking shredder.
Nailer.
It was great. And what a cool story too. Like, what experience, right? Like, I got to play with my dad on stage.
Yeah.
Like, and my dad's Phil Collins. That's
Very
pretty fucking cool.
It's very cool.
And also for Phil to be able to have that moment with his son, you know, like knowing, you know, feeling his time coming, and
he's passing the baton down.
Yeah. I think it was very sweet. It was very emotional. We all got a little bit of daddy issues, so I think it was just a really nice, nice experience all around.
So I brought up Primanti Brothers.
Oh my!
Because that was our favorite food that we had in Pittsburgh.
Oh my God! You're talking about it now, and I'm just like,
I know.
You know, there's a punk festival happening in Pittsburgh this summer, this August, and I'm tempted to go, not really for the punk festival, but to have a reason to go to Pittsburgh, to go to Primanti Brothers. Like, I need a reason to, like, I can't just go to Pittsburgh for Primanti Brothers, right? Like, but if there's like a punk festival there and there's bands that I'm seeing, I have a friend that lives there too, you know? I didn't realize that when we were there, that I had a friend that lived in Pittsburgh.
Real talk, what was better? Genesis live at the PPG
Paints Arena.
Paints Arena.
I don't know why I remember
or the
that,
sandwich.
but I did.
Is it the show or is it the sandwich? What are you gonna choose, doll?
Well, we also had a really good like stadium Philly cheesesteak at
it
this
was
show.
So good.
It was like you would think it's like, oh, it's like the shitty stadium fucking Philly cheesesteak.
No.
But it was fucking
legit.
slapped.
It slapped. It slapped so hard.
It wasn't even like made fresh right in front of us either, because it's like stadium, so they already have it kind of like racked up and ready to go.
Yeah.
And it was still fucking delicious.
Do you remember the lady that walked by us and was like, "You guys are enjoying the shit out of that"? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was very like it was like very much so like Midwest grandma, like, oh, have you guys had anything to eat? And then as soon as you start eating, they're like, wow, look how much you're eating.
And and I'm just like, shut up,
and
grandma.
I'm just like, mind your own damn business, lady.
Shut the fuck up.
Let me enjoy my goddamn sandwich. Don't fucking look at me like that.
But we were like, yeah.
We're like, yeah, we're excited. We're here. We were so happy with the sandwich and the fact that we were seeing Genesis that even that lady's comment. Oh, and we also had some mushrooms. So,
oh yeah, we were on mushrooms.
We were on some mushrooms. So we were just like, yeah, we are really enjoying these sandwiches. Yes, we are having a great time. Thank you very much.
I loved those seats.
Yeah, we had great seats.
Such good seats.
It was chill. Everybody, we were like the youngest people there to see Genesis. And so like everybody was chill, and there's like fucking, you know, we had space. Didn't feel fucking boxed in. They did all the fucking.
Do you remember when I was in the lobby of the hotel and that guy ran in to shoot a music video?
Yeah, and then he got kicked out within like 30 seconds.
Yeah, he ran into the common area, which was like pretty nice. Like it had like a lot of old antiques and stuff, and like a dining room table with some chairs and shit. And he just, you know, just runs in, tries to shoot a scene before getting caught, and then of course within like a minute or two he gets escorted out.
Do you think he got the shot though?
Probably enough for like one short scene before getting kicked out.
I love it. I'm like, get it. I'm okay with that.
This is a very good pivot to ranking fruit. Let's rank some fruit.
I'm like, yeah, because we got to get our minds off Primanti Brothers.
Let's rank some fruit.
Otherwise, I'm going to like break down and order Philly cheesesteaks at like midnight, and I can't do that.
Can I show you these two fruit graphs? Then I want you to choose the one that you want to do. I gave you two options.
Oh, yes. Okay, I am waiting. Ooh, okay.
Let me know when you see it.
Okay, so, so 1 and then 2. So
Wait, I've only shown one. Really? Well, because I don't know.
They're multiple fruits. Because one looked like it started with strawberries, and the other one looks like it starts with an apple.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Which one?
I want the one that starts with the strawberries, baby.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
No, I want.
Because I like the pictures of the fruit.
I can't tell which one has more fruit though. I feel like the one that you want to do has less fruit. Is that okay with you?
Oh, I guess you're right. There are more fruit, but it's very hard for me to see all these fruits.
So should we just go with this one?
Because I like the. Wait, no, I can see it better now. Okay, we could do the big list.
Yeah, do the
Yeah,
big
because
list?
you're right. I want more fruits to rank.
So this has more fruits in your
Yeah.
opinion. Okay. Green apple.
Okay,
Now, obviously, we're going to disagree, so we have to figure out a way to compromise on
of course.
right? Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Green apples.
I love green apples. So we're gonna have to agree that it's a B.
Yeah. If it's a good green apple, sure, but
green apples are so versatile. You could use them in cooking with cheeses and like.
I mean, I'll give them that, but they're hit or miss. They don't. Apples in general are hit or miss.
Okay, red apple. Love red apple.
I mean, I love those tiny little rocket apples, but
Is that a red apple though?
it's not a red. I mean, a red delicious is disgusting.
I love that.
Red
Love it.
delicious remind me of like school lunch apples, and they taste like cardboard.
They have to be crispy and sweet for it to be a dopamine rush in your brain.
Yeah, I'm gonna say red apples are fucking trash, man.
Okay, what do you want?
A D.
Okay, so we're gonna go for C then. Okay, apricot.
Love it, but
It's not one of my favorites.
but not my favorite.
No.
It's like a B.
I would say. All right.
Okay, we could put it as C.
Yeah.
I love a dried apricot though.
Okay.
I love the things that we could do with apricot. Maybe I like it more than I like apricots.
avocado.
That's fucking top tier shit, baby.
I'm gonna
Aguacate?
I'm gonna go
Is it
A.
A for aguacate for sure.
Banana. I'm gonna go S because it's diverse and multifaceted for smoothies. It's my favorite base for smoothies. Okay, I'm feeling that you're not feeling S, so let's compromise.
Bananas are too sweet, man.
Okay, where would you go?
But I do like it when we fry them.
Where are you going?
A?
Oh, you can agree we can put it in A?
A or B? I don't know. B for banana seems a little bit better.
Okay, we'll put B for banana. Are you sure you're comfortable with B?
Yeah.
Okay, blackberry,
Top tier fruit.
S. Blackcurrant, like D.
I love blackcurrant. It's not something that you usually get in the States, though. Very popular in the UK, though. I love blackcurrant. It's kind of bitter.
I don't care about blackcurrant. So
No?
we're gonna have to compromise.
All right. Can I have that weed? Can that be part of the compromise? The compromise is you could put blackcurrant wherever you want because blackcurrant knows how I feel about it, and I get the joint.
I'm putting it in D.
In D?
Yeah.
In D? In fucking D?
I can move it up to C, but I have no feeling towards it. I like red apple and apricot better than blackcurrant, definitely.
Okay, but have you had blackcurrant?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay, so then you have to put it in the I've never had it category.
Fair enough. Blueberry. Blueberries miss a lot. I'm gonna go B.
Yeah, blueberry's kind of a mid fruit, I'll be honest.
Cantaloupe, C.
No, a good cantaloupe, though, really fucking smacks.
I know, but it's rare. They're usually hard and dull.
Because you don't know how to pick a melon, baby.
Okay, fine. B. Coconut. Coconut water is like fresh coconut water. Is the
Yeah.
shit.
Cold cocos when like somebody's like selling them on the
How about B? Should we do B?
Yeah.
Okay, cherries. Now, I love white cherries.
Yeah.
Red cherries are mid for me.
I've had really good red cherries too.
So where are we gonna put cherries?
Cherries are great.
A.
A.
Cranberry.
Cranberries are versatile.
C.
Yeah.
Date.
I love a date, but I often find them too sweet to like
C.
have too many.
I love dates too, but I like these other things better.
Yeah.
Draggy fruit. Again, draggy fruit can be great, but sometimes it could, oftentimes it can be terrible.
But I do love like
Mushy.
a agua de pitaya. Like
Okay, C. It's a C. Unless you think it's a B.
I think it's a C.
Okay. Durian? I don't know, man.
Not really for me. It's all right.
D. Fig?
I like figs.
I like figs.
We have a fig tree, and it produces very delicious figs.
C or B?
B.
Okay. Gooseberry? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, we're gonna put that in the I don't fucking know about that bitch.
Grapefruit?
Grapefruit is great.
Might be an A. A or B?
A or B. But I feel like more of a B.
Oh, a B, really? Okay.
You feel like it's an A because it's new to you again, so it's like exciting. It's like the sexy forbidden fruit that you get to have in your life.
Red grapes? B.
Yeah.
White grapes? A.
Yeah.
Kiwi. Now, I love kiwi.
Golden kiwi.
But golden kiwi's the shit. I'm going to put it in A.
Yeah, but we have to it has to be golden kiwi. Golden kiwi or I don't want a regular kiwi. Don't fucking talk to me with regular. Golden kiwi or nothing. When is it golden kiwi season again?
I don't know.
When do we have to wait for the beautiful, bountiful kiwis to come back into our life?
Where am I? Do you feel comfortable with A or B?
B, because it doesn't specify it's a golden kiwi.
Okay. Lemons.
Lemons
C.
are versatile, but it's like a C.
Lime. C.
I think limes are better than lemons.
B?
Yeah.
Fine, B. Lychee. D.
I don't really care.
Mango.
B.
I go A.
A?
Yeah.
Okay. A.
Nectarine. Good nectarine can be an A.
A good nectarine can be an A, but I think that it's a B fruit.
Okay, I'm going A.
A
Orange.
B for nectarine.
Fine. Orange A.
Yeah.
Papaya A.
A. We love papaya.
Yeah.
We are a pappy forward house.
I love Pappy Forward. Watermelon.
A.
A. Honeydew. Honeydew cannot slap when it's too hard.
You have to get it just right.
Fine, B, right? B.
Yeah.
Pear might be S tier. Like a good fucking pear is the best. What do you think? A?
I don't know.
A?
A.
Okay, A. Passion fruit.
Maracuya's there.
C or D?
This is D for me.
D, okay. Pitch. I
What?
mean, peach.
Oh, peach.
Peach can be the best fruit. The heights,
Will you
the high highs.
Will you do the Nick Cage? Will you do the peach?
No,
I
you
could
can't.
eat a peach for hours.
I can't.
You can't do the face off?
I don't. You do face off. Okay, where are we putting peach? S or A?
A.
So blackberry's the only S so far.
Yeah, no, we need to move some of those A's up to the S.
We will. Okay, persimmon. D.
Yeah.
Pineapple.
I love pineapple.
I love it too.
Pineapple's S, baby.
I'm going A.
It's so bad for me,
Okay.
but I want it.
Plums. When plums
B.
are I go A.
B.
I can't.
Plums are B.
I can't put plum in B.
Really?
No.
Really?
Really?
You go that hard for plums?
Yeah, because when a plum is incredible, it's mind blowing. Especially those genetically fucking apricot plums, plucots, plumclats, bumbaclats. Those shits is awesome, dude. Pomegranate. D.
Wow. No, C.
Okay, fine. That's my trade. Pomelo. Don't even know what that is.
Citrusy guy.
Raspberry. B.
B.
Red currant.
Don't know about that guy.
Know. Yeah. Starfruit. A. I fucking love starfruit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a juicy, fresh, crispy starfruit. That shit's the best.
I don't really care about starfruit. I don't think we could put it that high.
Oh, you're way off guard.
I'm not impressed, man.
Have you ever been to Florida and had a fresh starfruit?
No.
It's incredible.
Well, I've never had that experience. So
It's-
until I
it's
have that
delightful.
experience, it's not for me.
Well, what would you go if without me here?
Starfruit. For me,
Yeah.
C.
Okay, we're going B then. Strawberry, C.
Strawberry's overrated.
Overrated,
Overrated fucking fruit, man.
C.
C.
Tangerine, A.
Tangerines are delicious.
A.
A.
Asian pear, A.
A.
Guava. I like guava juice.
Yeah, I like the juice. I don't really.
C.
C.
Blood orange, D.
D.
Custard apple, don't know what that shit is.
Fuck off.
Oh shit. Ground cherry, this shit looks white. Are those my white cherries or is that something different?
I don't know. A ground cherry?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
They grow on the ground then, right? I don't know. I've never had a ground cherry. We had to put that in the I don't know, you bitch.
Wait, ground. Looking it up. I typed too fast and I missed letters.
Walker Bueller bobblehead. I want a Walker Bueller bobblehead.
Okay, I don't know what ground cherries are, so I'm putting in the I don't know.
Yeah.
Kumquat? D.
C.
D.
C.
You're really insisting that it's as good as fucking red apple, bruh?
Okay.
No
D.
way.
D. 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 D.
Mulberry, I can't comment.
Mulberry, I don't know about you.
Raisins, I fucking love raisins.
I don't like raisins.
Where would you put raisins?
Raisins are D.
I'm like A. So we can compromise on B or C.
C.
Okay, fine. Jackfruit,
Yeah.
C.
C.
Mangosteen, D.
Yeah.
Rambutan, I don't know what that is.
Rambutan. It's kind of like similar to lychee.
Sour cherry,
Eh.
D. White currant, no comment.
No comment.
So so the only thing we have in S right now is blackberry.
Well, blackberries are fucking delicious.
I put papaya in S.
Yeah, we got to move the
I put
pappy up.
peach in S.
No.
And I put pear in S.
No.
Fuck, man.
Denied.
Denied? Orange. Orange is like,
A good orange could be an S.
can we do that?
Yeah.
Blackberry, papaya, orange?
Yeah.
For S?
Yeah.
A, we got avocado, cherry, white grapes, pear, mango, peach, watermelon, pineapple, plum, tangerine, Asian pear. I'm happy with
Yeah,
that.
we just love fruit, man.
B, green apple, banana, blueberry, cantaloupe, coconut, fig, grapefruit, red grapes, kiwi, lime, honeydew, nectarine, raspberry, starfruit. This is a combined Jesse Batten, Varnum, and Schmulist
Yeah.
combo.
Love it.
C, red apple, apricot, cranberry, date, dragon fruit, lemon, pomegranate, strawberry, guava, raisins, jackfruit. D, durian, lychee, passion fruit, persimmon, blood orange, kumquat, mangosteen, sour cherry. I'm happy with this.
Yeah. I feel solid about it. I could go to my grave with that.
Like, if the only fruits we bought for the rest of our lives were blackberries, papayas, and oranges, I'd be like, okay.
I mean, I definitely want everything in the A tier as well.
Yeah.
But
Well, I want everything in the A, B. I want
all of them at
all of
some
it.
point.
Yeah.
Even the fruits that I don't really like, I want to eat them sometimes.
For sure.
You know, just to like try it out,
For sure.
vibe it out.
Little creepy.
Little creepy.
Pete Davidson gets tattoo dedicated to Kim and Kanye's kids.
No.
That was the wrong move in my
That's
opinion.
a weird. That's so weird.
It's a weird flex.
Why? Why? Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why.
Can I have the joint?
You are fucking weird and you're fake. Tell me why. I never wanna hear you say. Wow. Shmoo just caught that J.
You made it work.
Yeah.
The tattoo is the initials of the Kardashian West children in age order and reads as KNSCP. Yeah.
It's just also weird because you're just like scribbling shit. It's not even a cool tattoo, man.
Yeah, I mean,
that dude just manically gets tattoos, like shitty tattoos.
I also think it's just inappropriate. Like Kim and Pete have only been dating for a few months, and
that's her kids, man.
It's her kids, and she's going through a messy divorce. It's just bad timing. It's tasteless, right? It's not very thoughtful. Like, just chill. We need the temperature to go down. Then once the temperature goes down, okay, and then you've been together for a year or two.
I think he's just like, I don't know, he just seems kind of like a weird, clingy guy like that. He seems kind of clingy whenever he's dating these people. When he was like with Ariana Grande, you know? Yeah, maybe he's just really intense, you know?
Maybe.
And he's just like, I love you. Look how much I fucking love you, you know? Yeah. But to me, that's like a red flag. I'm like, that's like it feels love bomby, but also like a weird boundary.
I mean,
like your kids are my kids now. Like,
for Valentine's Day, when Kanye sent a SUV with the trunk filled with roses and sent it to Kim, that was very love bomby, very boundary crossing, I would say.
Yeah,
it's not chill.
Yeah, it's both. I mean, they both are weird. Kim's weird and evil too, so it's just like, I don't know, y'all evil, weird, toxic people.
You think Pete's evil?
I don't think Pete's evil, but he is somehow sucked into this, like, Pete Davidson has been crushing it, and I don't know why, because he definitely looks like he's got a big dick.
That dude definitely has a big dick.
Like, he definitely has a big dick. I could tell that. But, like, I don't find him that funny. And I'm like, is it just because he's got a big dick?
I think he's charming.
Yeah, he's, like, charming and he's got a big dick. But
yeah,
he's just, you know what it is? You know how, like, different, like, body types trend? I think, like, you know, we went from embracing the dad bod guy, and now we're like, man who looks like he hasn't slept in 1,000 years and his very shaky mental health, but is very lovable.
So hot right now. So hot right now.
So hot right now.
So in vogue.
It really,
to look like shit, to have giant bags under your eyes. It's so
the tortured artist
right now.
The tortured artist, like, man vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Just like, I'm disheveled, but I'm creative. And I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, so, I mean, that's the whole fucking aesthetic up there.
Where am I on that spectrum?
You're on it.
Tortured and disheveled? I'm on the spectrum.
You're on the spectrum, for sure.
But Pete Davidson is more...
You know what? That'd be a great diagram to do, because there's like the disheveled, tortured artist, right? To like bland corporate guy. But then there's also like nerdy sweetheart to himbo.
Oh my God. Can you drop that chart and we'll get going on that? While you do that, I'll lead the next segment. I'm going to pivot into some spirituality.
Please do.
This is I've been into this philosopher from Barbados who was writing these like self-helpy book type situations in the 1800s. His name is Neville Goddard. Here's a video I found. It's called "You Must Be in It to Activate It." Life changing. Let's give it a shot.
Moment I am back on my bed.
Let me rewind it. Turn it down. God art. I've noticed that's funny. The person who made the video's name is Neville God Art. God Art.
December, hundreds of scientists met in Montreal and read their papers to each other. Naturally, the entire world printed what they had to say. Fortunately for me, the Los Angeles Times carried it daily. I must confess, everyone really fired me. But one in particular interested me. And this scientist read a paper on the sperm.
I just want to correct something. He died in 1972, so this is definitely a 1900s guy. I was just thinking about how the fuck would we be listening to a recording if it was from the 1800s? So that's a little bit of a stoner brain fart. He was born in 1905, died in 1972. So I'm assuming this is from like the 40s or 50s.
He said the sperm remains as much a mystery today as it was when man first became curious about its nature. And then he made this little statement. The sperm somehow easily passes through the surface of an egg, although the outside of the egg has no holes in it, either before or after fertilization. Well, that fired me. On the morning of the 19th of February, I was lying in bed quite early, thinking of this strange mystery of the sperm and wondering all about it.
Just thinking about
And
nuts.
suddenly I felt myself detached from this body. I was not in my room, but I was in a room, and the room was sealed. There was no entrance, no exit, just a sealed room. But as I entered it, it became alive, it became animated. Then I thought of my bed, my body, and in one moment I am back on my bed. I thought of another detachment. I'm in an entirely different room, but it's also sealed. How I got in, I do not know, other than I simply imagined myself away from my body. I did not single out the room. The room was completely sealed. No entrance, no exit. Then I thought, here are these unnumbered states of consciousness. You can't number them. You can liken each state to an egg. And every state remains just like the egg until fertilized. And the presence that fertilizes the egg is simply our consciousness. We must be in it to activate it, to animate it.
He's saying we must be in the egg to activate the egg?
Be in the egg to activate the egg. You gotta be in the egg to activate the egg.
You gotta be
in the egg to activate the egg. You gotta be in the egg to activate the egg. Yeah. You gotta do that.
All right. How you doing over there with the chart?
I got a chart. I just I'm wondering how we want to add people. Do we want to do pictures of them?
You could, as an option,
Or it might be easier since we did this one on the
fly. to
pop
just,
fly.
Yeah, just write it in.
Just
whatever.
write it in.
All right, switching over. So what do we got over there?
We have
Schlubby, I love this.
We have a listicle. We got a listicle. So we have nerd to himbo.
Mm-hmm. The bottom of it's cut off. I can't see the bottom.
Oh, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's better.
Can you see it now?
Yep. You don't have to zoom out. That you can split the difference.
Yeah?
That's good. Yep, that's good.
Cool. So we have clean cut to schlubby.
I love that.
And so we have PD, Pete Davidson. He's residing up like in this area right over here.
I would agree.
Somewhere in this top corner.
I would
right?
agree,
Depending on your taste.
Yeah.
Right? And this box up here. Actually, let me make this box prettier.
However, wait. Hold on. I got to think this through.
You got to think it through.
I don't think he's all the way himbo. I think he's to the right of where you are. closer to the center than where you are.
You think that PDD?
Yeah. He's a bit of a dork. I don't think he's all the way annoyed, but I do think that he's less. You're too extreme on the himbo side, is what I'm trying to express here.
Yeah. Okay. So he's
that reasonable?
actually like here.
Yeah. There you go. I think that's more accurate.
I think you're right.
Okay.
Yeah, because he is kind of nerdy,
A little bit.
but he's very schlubby.
Yeah.
Now, who is the ultimate clean cut himbo? Like fucking Chris Pratt or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's like a Republican, isn't he? I think I'd still hate fuck Chris Pratt. Wait, I think I'm mixing up my white beefy men. Can we get a picture of Chris Pratt? Can I need to find a picture of Chris Pratt.
I'll pull it up. Unless you... I'm going to pull it up.
Yeah, please pull it up.
Okay. Here we go. There you go.
Yeah, that's the himbo I was thinking of. He is right wing, but I would still hate fuck Chris Pratt.
All right, so where are you going to put him?
Yeah, but I'm putting him in that fucking peak spot, baby. Chris Pratt is down here. Clean cut himbo.
Where do I go?
You reside like here.
I'm down.
Because you're not schlubby, but you're not a clean cut guy.
No, I'm not clean cut.
And you're like nerdy, but you're still like hot, you know?
Thank you.
You're not but you're not a himbo.
No.
But you're not like full nerd where it's like, oh god, this fucking Noid, you know. So I think that Shmoo lives right here. Boop 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 boop. Now, if I was on this list, right, I think that I reside in this corner right here. Very schlubby, but very himbo.
Yeah.
Because I'm not clean cut. I'm kind of schlubby. I'm ragamuffiny and rascally.
Very cute.
I can't help it. Okay, but I'm not going to put myself on this list. But if I were, that's where I would put me. Do we have a
Russell Brand.
where are we putting RB? He's kind of a himbo.
But he's also kind of an intellectual cult guy.
Yeah. Maybe we put RB like
Right in the middle, because he's not too schlubby and he's not too clean cut.
I think we put RB right there.
Show me? Oh. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm with you.
I think
like
that
it.
makes sense to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Who is a schlubby fucking nerd? Like peak who is peak schlub nerd?
Paul Rust. Let me
can't
look
think
up.
of who that is.
Let me look up Paul Rust.
Poor Paul Rust, you're getting roasted real fucking hard right now. You are the schlubbiest, nerdiest man that Shmoo could think of.
Maybe he's not here. Let's explore.
Let's explore. Show me Paul Rust, baby.
I am, but it just hasn't caught up for you yet. My sweet.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing him. Okay, he's nerdy. He's a beak man.
Definitely a beak man.
I don't know if I guess he doesn't look fashionable anywhere. I guess you're right.
No.
So he is schlubby.
But
But he's cute.
he's cute. He's a cute nerd.
He's a cute nerd. We'll put a little heart next to it. It's like a loving roast.
Right.
There's love there.
Right.
Who's a clean cut nerd?
But like cute.
It doesn't have to be.
What about Mayor Pete? Mayor Pete.
I need to look. Show me Mayor Pete. I feel like I agree though. Ooh, they're having a party. Mayor Pete, that is what you are.
I'm on iPad mode, just so you know.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I was waiting for you to show me a picture of Mayor Pete.
Oh shit, you don't know what Mayor Pete looks like?
I think I do, but I'm not sure.
We just looked at we put Mayor Pete in. You remember he was in the fuck list. Remember we did the which
Yeah, that's exactly. He's a little mousy boy.
Candidate for president.
Yeah, he's mousy.
Mousy.
He's cute.
He's cute.
Yeah, I like that. He can go in the clean cut nerd for sure. Ew. Okay, so we have who's the ultimate schlubby himbo?
Can we just go back to Vouch here?
Yeah, you want to go back to Vouch?
I think Vouch is kind of schlubby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. And nerdy.
And he's very nerdy. So actually, what's in that extreme right corner?
Paul Rust.
You know what? Paul Rust goes
We got to move Paul
down.
Rust.
He goes down below Vouch. Vouch is above Paul Rust. Yeah. And then Vouch goes above. Sorry, Vouch.
Like that? Is that how you spell it?
And guess we got to do fucking Hassan. You know we have to do Hassan.
He's not schlubby.
No. No.
He's high key himbo.
High key himbo. And he's extreme opposite of schlub. What did you qualify it as? What'd you call it, man?
What?
What let me go back to the char here.
Yeah.
He is clean.
He's clean cut.
Yeah.
And himbo. I just erased
He's
Chris
not-
Pratt and I put him in there.
Hold on. Wait. But hold on. He's not all the way clean cut.
No? Is he kind of schlubby?
No, he's very fashionable.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he looks schlubby.
He's more fashionable than Chris Pratt.
Yeah, so he's not clean cut.
Also, Chris Pratt isn't. Yeah. Okay. You go for it. I want to see what you do.
Yeah, you want to see what I do?
Yeah.
Maybe I put Hassan here because there's a certain amount of like closer on the schlubby side, which is just style, right?
Right.
Because we're doing schlubby versus clean cut. So maybe Hassan goes here. Hassan, another one for the hate fuck pile, man. I have to be honest. I'm
You're
like,
a spicy button.
I'm like, well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I can't help it, man. I don't want to. It's bad be it hate fuck.
Yeah. Johnny Depp.
Oh man. Johnny Depp's kind of like past his prime, man. He's a little bit too pickled for me now. He just like took that Jack Sparrow shit way too fucking far, man. He just made it a lifestyle. And I'm just like, can we go back to like crybaby Johnny Depp? You know,
You're the first person I've ever heard say that Johnny Depp is too pickled for their tastes.
Yeah, man. He hits that sauce a little too hard for me. It's been a minute.
He is looking a little rough, but he's still very handsome.
Oh yeah, I mean, and he's still Johnny Depp.
Where are we putting him? Right in the middle? Is he like the just boom shakalaka?
I mean, we got to put him like. We got to put him like here, I think. Yeah.
Also, Hassan is only with one S.
Oh.
That's where you're putting.
Johnny Depp. Still in the himbo category. More fuckable than Russell Brand.
But you think he's more on the schlubby side?
Yeah.
Really?
I think he's schlubby.
Like disheveled.
Yeah.
You think like when he goes to court, he's a little disheveled looking?
I think he looks better at court than he does outside of court.
Got it. Yeah, I just wanted to make that distinction.
I feel like he's, like I said, he's fucking committed to the character, man.
Right.
He just crawled inside a rum bottle and was like, I'm going to be Jack Sparrow forever.
But it's also his character in Blow a little bit too.
Yeah.
He became like just like the cocaine party animal, like his leading role in that vehicle, in that Johnny Depp vehicle, if you will.
Yeah. He's still hot, even though he's too pickled for my taste.
Where does Bradley Pitt go?
I don't care about Brad Pitt.
Okay, where does it go?
I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me because I don't know. I have zero feelings about him.
Let's move on.
Are we done with this list?
We could be.
We could be.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. We didn't get anybody
This
to
is
get
more of a chart than a list. though.
Yes.
It's not really a listicle.
Not a list at all. It's a chart.
Yeah. Because you were singing listicle.
Well, you know, I don't know if we were gonna make a listicle or a chart. It's all over here. It's stoner, man.
You didn't
Stoner.
you didn't join in on the song.
Oh, the part right below the penis?
Well, you can't. You got to start from the beginning.
Okay. You gonna start it? Listicle. The part right below the penis.
You gotta wait. Whatever. Okay, we
What?
did it. Well, you said the thing too soon.
Let's move on.
Okay, you want to move on from listicle?
Yeah. You're not satisfied with any of the results you're getting. So let's move on to the next one. Yeah, just fucking boing. Let's just bounce on to the next one. Just fucking keep it moving. Keep it trucking, buddy.
Yeah, but you feel like you're good with this chart?
Well, we don't have anybody to fit in the other two corners, so I think I would feel better once we had
What about Jim Carrey?
clean cut nerd, right? He's somewhere over here.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, now I feel good about it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because now we have representation everywhere.
Yeah, we still don't have the ultimate clean cut himbo though.
We don't?
And we don't have the ultimate schlubby himbo.
Okay, let's think about those. The ultimate clean cut himbo. Like Jason Statham or some shit. He's too rough around the edges.
It's not a himbo. It has to be a pretty boy to be a himbo.
Matthew McConaughey.
No, not a pretty boy.
Right. What's the actor in Call Me by My Name? You don't know? Mm-mm. Oh shit. He's very famous. I just don't know actor shit.
Don't.
Casts. Timothy
Chalamet?
Thank you. Timothy Chalamet?
No.
Is that a bad choice for...
I don't think he's a himbo at all.
Hold on.
A lot of people think he's
Wait. Look at this picture. Just wait for it. I think this is a good choice.
Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything for me personally.
But he is a clean-cut himbo. You're really disputing that?
Yeah.
I need okay, Justin Bieber. There you go. There you go. Right?
I don't know.
He's very clean cut and he's very himbo-y. There you go. Hey, you don't agree?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold. No. I'm not sold, but I feel like okay, that makes more sense.
What about
I'm not sold.
Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart.
Also,
Clean-cut nerd.
What's his name? The guy who's in that movie with Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Thank you, Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum could be a clean cut himbo.
Great.
There we go.
Or like Nick Lachey. I think I finally figured it. Nick Lachey.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake. Right?
Yeah.
Cool. And then
ultimate schlubby himbo.
now we need a schlub himbo.
Yeah. I originally said Pete Davidson he's very schlubby, but he's not much of a himbo. He is kind of a himbo, but not.
He's a little annoyed.
He's a little annoyed still. Who's super fucking hot but looks like an absolute fucking mess?
Oh, you could Jason Schwartzman or something. I don't know. What do you think?
No. I'm letting it come to me.
I think Destiny is cute and he's schlubby.
Yeah. I don't remember what he looks like.
Do you want me to pull up Destiny?
Yeah.
He's definitely schlubby.
You gotta show me.
I'll leave it on this page. Oh shit, I'm still my bad. I've been on the iPad scene. My bad.
That guy's not a himbo.
That's true. He's just a nerd. Fuck.
He's just a nerd. This guy's not.
He's just a schlubby nerd.
He's
Damn
just
it.
a schlubby nerd.
Fuck. Let me just go back because I was on the iPad scene. This is Timothy Chalamet. This is who I.
Yeah, we saw Timothy Chalamet.
Shyamalan ding
Shyamalan
dong.
ding dong. Ooh ee ooh ah ah.
Oh,
ting,
shit.
Tang, walla walla bing bang.
Stranger Things. Who's the teenager?
The older teenager.
Hotter guy. Yeah.
A hot guy.
Steve is the character's name.
Just look up Stranger. Yeah, I can put him on there.
Steve Harrington is the character. What's the actor's name? He was in the band Post Animal.
Oh, you know who's also cute?
Joe Keery.
Joe Keery. Okay, I'll put Joe Keery on there. Also, what's his name? Evan something. He was in American Horror Story. I think he wins. I'm gonna look him up right now.
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters. Yep. That's a schlubby fucking himbo.
Really?
I think so. Maybe it's because the characters he played are kind of schlubby.
I feel like they're schlubbier than this.
Yeah. Is he not schlubby in real life?
I don't know. He doesn't look schlubby in my opinion. He looks just
What are you talking
average.
about? I'm looking at him right here. That doesn't look schlubby to you? That hair? That whole look?
Kind
of schlubby. Or you could look at my iPad if you want, because I got a whole bunch of photos pulled up.
I'm thinking. I thought Jason Schwartzman was a good suggestion.
I think Evan Peters is better, but let me Jason Schwartzman it up. Not a himbo. Yeah, he's just not a himbo, babe.
What is he?
Just a man.
Okay.
Not a himbo. They need to be beefy. They need to be really, really attractive.
Mike from Nickelback, Michael Kroger.
Yeah. I mean, he works out. He takes good care of himself. Mike looks good. I mean, yeah, like, look at him.
He's fit.
He's fit. Not schlubby. Clean cut.
He's in the Vin Diesel category.
Yeah. For sure. Oh, Tom DeLonge.
Oh, that's a good one.
Tom DeLonge is a great one to put in there. He is disheveled. He believes in aliens.
And he's a himbo.
And he's a hippo.
Good job. You did it.
Da, 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 da.
You did it.
We finally did it. Yay! Achievement unlocked. Oh, wait. And remember how I've been calling him Tom DeLonge my
Tom
entire
DeLonge.
life? It's
Yeah.
just Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why has everybody my whole life been letting me say it the fucked up way the whole time?
They're fucked in the head.
Fucked. Well, I feel good about it now. Good job. Good stuff. Why are salads so damn funny? Love that. Woo! It's fucking sparkly dino shit, man.
Oops.
It's very fun.
Thank you.
Very like fun, meandering. It's a good time.
I wanted to create a good time.
Yeah.
Let's move on to this story. Very exciting. I really like this story. Missing Alabama inmate and corrections officer abandoned their vehicle last week. Officials are investigating whether they have another car. So basically, a female corrections officer in her 50s
Wow.
with the last name White
Spice.
helped escape a man,
Helped escape a man.
all right, 20 years her junior, also with the same last name, but they are not related. And they are also not married. That's what makes it so wacky tacky.
That is. Foul. Mm-hmm. Foul. It's kind of romantic. I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's like a Harold and Maude, but with incarceration.
Her name is Vicky White. Her handcuffs, jail keys, and radio were found in the car that they were driving to escape. Mm-hmm. And they attempted to spray paint the car. This was a red car. Mm-hmm. They spray painted it black. And then they gave up in the middle. So it's not complete. They just ditched the car and are now like...
They're like...
Maybe on foot. Maybe they...
Do you think that they ran out of paint?
Maybe. No.
What do you think happened? Or do you think they were just like, this is not going to work? This is a dumb idea.
Yeah, fuck it. Ditch the plan. New plan.
New plan.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how you have to think, right? When you're on the lamb.
Mm-hmm. Bah.
Wait, do lambs baa like that?
Yeah.
It's more of a goaty guy, right?
I don't know.
I don't really know. I've grown up around animals, but not lammies. Not sheps.
Wait, there's goat, there's lamb, and then there's sheps.
Yeah. Let's hear the difference in their sounds.
Yep, I'm on it.
Thank you, sir, for the science.
Here's to the ones who work smarter, not harder.
Fuck yeah, baby, that's
Because
me.
the ones who
Take our lead, let's help you make your mark. Our goal is your satisfaction.
For most often
coated with wool. Satin or hot. Once was a term.
I hate this video. Just give me the noises.
Just give me the fucking noises.
Family.